Well, hello everybody, and I'm welcoming you back to a better episode than the last one. So you're going to get two today because I'm two behind already on this week. So yeah, beautiful day. Although looks like they might get some rain over that way. And those clouds all building up. It looks like they're getting rain over there. Huh. I didn't see any reports about possible rain today, but yeah, it does right over the top of the outhouse out there. It looks like it's raining about I would say that's got to be 25, 30 miles away. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna take you a walk along here and show you how things are going. The puppies are all full of energy. This is my little Cinnamon, and she's got a little bit of guts being the runt. She really goes after the bigger dogs. She doesn't care. So yeah, beautiful day. Got a few clouds building in here and there. And it looks like they might be getting some weather over there too, over the mountains. And as you can see, they got a little bit of snow in the last couple of let's see if I can do this. Well, it's not letting me zoom any further than that. I'm gonna have to check my settings and see what happened here. Actually, I'm gonna be online tomorrow, or on the phone tomorrow with my cell provider and tell them they need to do something about this smartphone that's too stupid to be a smartphone, because I get text messages from Tony and Leanne only, and it comes all broken up. It's not all in one text. It's like four texts that don't make any sense whatsoever, because the words are broken in the middle and they're all out of order. So it's kind of weird. I gotta find out what's going on with that. Then the other thing is, when I sit down and I see something pop up like a news story, and I click on it, or I tap on it with my finger, instead of going to the news story, it changes to another app. And then vice versa, when I want to go to another app and I want to check on YouTube, I tap YouTube and all of the news stories pop up. So there's something wrong with this phone. I think they're going to have to send me a new one out, so I'll get that in progress. They're usually pretty good, and they'll get it out like one business day, and they ship it immediately, and the next day UPS delivers it. So hopefully I can get that done and get this problem with the phone settled. The last thing I need is any more trouble, any more problems. And I'm going to sneeze. That's what happens when that sun gets right into the corner of my eye. It makes me sneeze. As you can see, got a little breeze coming up from that storm area over there, and it's turning the turbine. And that's another thing. Let's go to some solar and wind power. So again, I want to emphasize that when you're thinking about moving off-grid or setting yourself up for off-grid power, turbines are supplemental only. Don't buy your turbine first thinking you're going to be able to run your cabin or your RV or whatever off of the wind turbine. The winds don't blow every day. Well, that's funny hearing me say that, huh? But no, the winds are not reliable. The sun is more reliable. And if you set up with good solar like I did, and I've got over 1,800 watts of amorphous panels set up over there, and well, probably closer to 2,000 watts of amorphous panels. So even on an overcast day, my batteries are at full charge because those panels are bringing power in for me. So that's one thing that you want to know. Now I'm going to be switching over, if I ever get this money that's due to me, I'm going to be switching over to a 48 volt system from the 12 volt system that I've had now for a little more than 9 years, because I got the whole system, or I got most of the system put together prior to moving out here 8 years ago. So I had it for a year ahead, and I was experimenting with it at my other house in Orange County. And I'm glad I did that, because it gave me knowledge I needed for when I got up here and get things put together. So I'm going to be switching over to a 48 volt system, and I'm going to go with the Sun Gold Power 10,000 watt all-in-one 48 volts, and it's a pure sine split phase system. So I'm going to have a lot more power than what I have now, but I'm also going to be changing over the batteries. The solar panels will remain, but the batteries will go, and I'm going to probably be going to LiFePO 4s and getting into the lithium, because after doing more research on them and noticing how they're getting better as time goes on, and the battery management systems that are in them now are a lot better than they were in the beginning. So with the lithium, I get to use 100% of the battery if I have to. With lead acid, you can only, and it doesn't matter what kind of lead acid, whether it's maintenance free or if you actually have to put water in them all the time and service them. If it's lead acid, your maximum discharge rate is 50%. And if you go down to 50%, quite often, you damage your batteries. So that's a very important thing. Now, same thing with LiFePO 4. You can go down to 100%, but you don't want to do that all the time. So you want to make sure that you have enough solar on your system so that the batteries get a rest when they need it, and you've got enough battery power to power everything you need to power in your cabin or your RV for the nighttime without dropping below, say, with lithium, say 50%. And with lead acid, 25%. That's a safety factor in between it all. So just because it says you can go down to 50% on lead acid, don't do that. It's not good. 50% is pretty much a dead battery when it comes to lead acid. So that's what I'm planning. So when I do that, I was going to reset the turbine to go through my Midnight Classic 150 and use that charge controller to charge a 12 volt system that I was going to use for the guest cabin, which is going to go right in this little area right here. And I'm going to be getting started on that pretty soon. I'm going to bring my rototiller out here, rototill the soil up so it's soft and easy to grade, get it graded, and get my my pile of blocks I've got down there. I'll move them up here and get the base or the foundation set into place. And then those two pipes right there that come out of the wall, one is the water inlet coming from the tank, and one is the water outlet going to the cabin. So I'm going to dig out and splice into that and bring the water into this new guest cabin right from there. Now there's also electricity right on the other side of that wall, right above the water, and I'm going to bring that electricity out to the guest cabin, so they'll have lights and electrical outlets to plug phones in for recharge and things like that. So I can get that stuff done without costing me anything, because I have the stuff I need to get that stuff laid out here already. So I can get all of that done. And the other thing is I need to get propane over. So that's my propane shed right there, and I just checked, and I'm down to my last 5 gallons of propane, and I can't afford a propane tank refill, which is 90 bucks. So somehow I'm going to have to get 90 bucks together, or I'm going to run out of propane and heat in the cabin before the warm weather completely sets into place. So that's my plan. But I'm going to also, I can trench from the house over there, the propane house, underground over to the cabin wall on this side, because I'm thinking what I'm going to do is put the kitchen on this side of the cabin, because the winds, predominant winds, come right through that path right there. So if I put the kitchen on this side, you don't have to stand in front of a window and stare at the wind. You can stand on the window and you can look that way and see what's going on. So the kitchen and bathroom will be on this side of the cabin, and then the living room and sleeping quarters will be on that side of the cabin. So in the hot summer, you'll be able to open the windows in the bedroom to get fresh air blowing through. Since the winds come from that direction anyway, it'll give you automatic cooling without having to turn a fan or something like that on. So I'm going to get that started. I've got my plans all built in, or drawn out inside, and I know exactly what I want to do, so I can get it laid out, get the foundation into place. I don't have enough cement to do the cementing of the foundation, but that's okay, because I'm going to need some more gas pipe to run the gas run from the propane unit over to this cabin, or I'm just going to have to put a separate propane unit for this cabin. And since I have 3 tanks anyway, I think I just might do it that way, and that'll save me some work of digging and trenching, and it'll save me some work of how much pipe I need. And I may have enough gas pipe here to pipe the inside of the cabin. Well, anyway, everybody, I want to thank you for joining me. Just tossing some thoughts around, making this a better, happier video than the one I just posted before it. So thanks for joining me, everybody. This is G Bear signing off.